After Dianetics, my life just changed, and I knew that this is who I'm supposed to be.
I thought it would be hard, I thought it would be complex or complicated, but it's really easy.
It's not a struggle anymore, it's not a battle with a lot of effort.
I wouldn't be able to be where I am today if it weren't for Dianetics.
It certainly changed my life for the best.
Congratulations and welcome. You are beginning an adventure of self-discovery through Dianetics. Stress, anxiety, depression, negative thinking, irrational behavior, unwanted aches and pains. Where do these things come from? In the next 40 minutes, you will discover the single source of all these problems. It's called the reactive mind. And it's the part of your mind that stores all your painful experiences and then uses them to control you without you knowing it. Your reactive mind is the cause of what's wrong in your life. But with Dianetics, you're going to learn how to get rid of it. As we go through life, what are we doing? And why are we doing it? In Dianetics, it was discovered that every person on Earth shares a single goal in common. Whether he is cultured or primitive, he is driven by one basic urge: survive. But survival is not just the difference between life and death. You can be just barely surviving, or you can be surviving at a very high level. The better you are able to manage your life and increase your level of survival, the more you will have pleasure, abundance, and satisfaction. The purpose of your mind is to solve problems relating to your survival. Your mind bases its decisions upon the information that it gets from your experiences in life. Every moment of your life, your mind is recording everything that's happening to you. Every sight, every sound, every taste, smell, pain, sensation, everything. These moments are stored as pictures in your mind. These pictures remain there throughout your whole life, and they can be recalled. When you remember something, you get a picture of it. For example, think of a moment in your past, say a birthday party. Did you get a picture? Good. Most of your memories are stored in the conscious part of your mind that thinks, remembers, and calculates. In Dianetics, it's called the analytical mind, because it analyzes information to make rational decisions that will enhance your survival. But some of your pictures are stored in a different part of your mind, a part that does not think rationally and cannot make sane decisions. This is called the reactive mind. Reactive because it kicks in without you knowing it and just starts reacting to things in a very irrational way. Do you find yourself really stressed out one day when the day before you felt fine, even though you had the same problems? Do you find yourself feeling depressed or experiencing sudden bouts of anxiety or panic attacks? Do you feel compelled to do things you know are bad for your relationships? Or even your health? In situations like these, your reactive mind has taken control, and you are not aware of it. But why? There are certain moments in your life when the analytical part of your mind suddenly shuts down, and the reactive mind takes over and starts recording. These moments are the times when you are experiencing two things: some sort of pain and some degree of unconsciousness. The pain can be physical pain, like when you're injured, or emotional pain, like when you experience a loss. The unconsciousness could be total, such as when you're knocked out from an accident, or when you have anesthesia. Or it could be times when your awareness is dulled, such as when you're sick, drunk, drugged, or even exhausted. The pictures recorded in the reactive mind during these moments of pain and unconsciousness have the power to command you to behave or think negatively and irrationally without you ever realizing it. To understand how this works, let's compare it to a person who's been hypnotized. Anyone who has been hypnotized has been placed in a state of partial unconsciousness. Once in that state, the hypnotist can install a command in the person's mind, a command that, when triggered by something he later sees or hears, will make that person react a certain way.
Whenever I touch my tie, you will remove your coat. When I let go my tie, you will put on your coat. Now, you will forget that I have told you to do this.
This person will now follow that hidden command without ever being aware that he is doing so.
So we're gonna start here?
Oh yes, sir. We'll start in just a moment. So tell me, how do you feel?
A bit warm in here.
Now, I thought you were too warm.
Now I'm cold.
You were given an order while asleep. Do you remember it?
No?
Just like the hypnotist gives commands to his subject, the words and phrases stored in the reactive mind can act as hidden commands, controlling the way you think, the way you act, and the way you feel. This is the reactive mind at work. Here's an example.
Why don't you watch what you're doing, man? Look what you've done. Just get out, get out.
He took one in the head, man. He can't breathe. Don't move. Don't move.
This entire incident is now recorded in his reactive mind. The hit, the pain, the feel of the baseball bat in his hand, the sound of the crowd, the words spoken such as, "Watch what you're doing, get out, he can't breathe, he took one in the head," and so on. This moment of pain and unconsciousness with all these different sights, sounds, and sensations is called an engram. This engram is now buried deep within his reactive mind. Later, when he is around these things or similar ones, this man's reactive mind will activate that engram in an irrational attempt to protect him from what it believes is a dangerous situation. Watch how his painful past will get mixed up with what's happening to him now.
Hey, Dad! Wanna see my fastball?
Yeah, sure.
Bet you can't hit it.
Oh, yeah?
Dad! Hey, Dad! Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You ready?
Yeah.
Why don't you watch what you're doing, man? Look what you've done. Just get out, get out.
Why don't you watch what you're doing? Look at what you've done. Get out! Just get out of here!
This man had no analytical reason to get mad at his son. He lost his temper because of the effect of the earlier engram and never knew it. Your reactive mind is attempting to get you to avoid situations which are similar to harmful experiences in your past. But because its computations are completely irrational, it is actually damaging your ability to survive. Imagine how many engrams are stored in your reactive mind. Think how many times you've said or thought or done something that wasn't really you. The reactive mind is the cause of fears, insecurities, irrationalities, stress, and depression. Let's take a deeper look at how the reactive mind works. You're driving along one night, and something unexpected happens. You crash into a tree. You are unconscious and in pain. Your reactive mind has taken over and is now recording everything. The radio playing, the door chime, the thunder and rain, the feel of the car seat beneath your body, the pain from your injuries.
Oh my God.
You hear the voices of bystanders.
What's happening? I can't see.
And feel the rain on your face. This entire incident is still being recorded in the reactive mind, just as though you were wide awake. This includes all your perceptions and any spoken language.
Whew, what a day. We've been at this for 18 hours.
Yeah. The stress is killing me. Sometimes I actually envy our passengers. At least they get to ride lying down. Hey, how's it going with you and Sherelle?
Chanel? Oh, I didn't tell you. We broke up weeks ago.
What? Why? I thought you liked her.
Yeah, well, I did. She was great.
Yeah, so what's the deal?
Well, you know, life is short, you know? This dude want to get stuck in a long-term relationship and regret it later.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Words and phrases, sights, sounds, and smells, all the perceptions of this engram are now pictures in your reactive mind. When that happens, the painful pictures from your past influence you to make bad decisions about the present, without you knowing it.
By the way, I told my parents about you, and they want to meet you.
Really?
Yeah, they invited us to dinner this weekend.
When you later find yourself in circumstances similar to what was recorded in that engram, the engram will get reactivated, and all the things contained in it will suddenly command you to feel the same way now as you did then.
What a day.
The stress is killing me.
Stress is killing me.
Hey, what's wrong?
And we broke up weeks ago.
What? What is it?
I thought you liked her.
We gotta talk.
Okay, what is it?
Life is short, you know?
It's just... I just think we're moving way too fast on this thing, you know? Life is short, you know?
What are you talking about?
Well, it's just this whole thing about seeing your parents, and I feel like we're just getting way ahead of ourselves, and, you know?
No, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about at all.
Well,
This dude want to get stuck in a long-term relationship and regret it later.
I didn't want to get stuck in a long-term relationship and regret it later.
What are you saying? What exactly are you saying?
I think we should just take some time off.
Just like the hypnotist subject thought he was taking his coat off because it was warm in the room, this man is ending his relationship because he really thinks life is too short and he doesn't want to do something he might regret later. Not only will the content of the engram influence his decisions, but as he goes through life each day, it will also affect his emotions and even his health. For instance, he hears an ambulance outside. He'll find himself feeling stressed out.
The stress is killing me.
And because of a simple comment made by a passerby,
What's happening? I can't see.
his eyes will bother him, and he'll need to wear glasses. There's no limit to the combinations of words and phrases in the reactive mind that can make a well person sick and prevent a sick person from recovering. This is the cause of psychosomatic illness. The term psychosomatic means the mind making the body ill. For example, a little girl falls into a pool. In the commotion, someone near her shouts, "She can't breathe." This phrase is now stored in her reactive mind. Even after she's grown up, this girl